Welcome to the Mukilteo Football Show. My name is Miles. An absolutely wild Chiefs-Titans Sunday night game ends 20-17 in favor of the Chiefs. Goes deep into overtime. I say wild because it was truly a clash of styles. Pat Mahomes threw 68 passes tonight. Malik Willis, the Titans quarterback, threw 16. And yet, the game went to overtime, tied 17-17. That's insane to me. The Chiefs squeak by, and they go to 6-2, tying the Bills, who lost to the Jets today. And the prospect of the Titans being another number one seed, spoiler, took a big hit. But the Titans, that defense played a heck of a game. Shutting down the run, getting coverage sacks on the Chiefs and Pat Mahomes, frustrating him. Derrick Henry started the game hot. 2 touchdowns, 2 big runs. We got a million think pieces going on now. As that happens, the Titans go up. They keep holding the Chiefs, to 9 points through 3 quarters, basically. And we're thinking the Titans are the Chief killers. How can other teams duplicate what the Titans do? Is running the ball back? Well, I see people saying the Titans went away from Derrick Henry in the second half and overtime. That's why they sucked. Did they? I noticed he was on the sideline. Did you notice before he was on the sideline, he got no gain? Derrick Henry wore down in this game, and he has been this whole year. I know it's really weird to be criticizing Derrick Henry in this game, but he just hasn't been running the ball. He hasn't really been getting that late game surge that he used to, and maybe that's just coming back from the injury still. I'm going to spend the whole, Derrick Henry career year saying that he just doesn't look good. He's got 100 yards in 5 straight games, but still, Derrick Henry wasn't just off the field. You just forgot about all his bad runs that he had late in the second half that contributed just as much to the Titans offense completely falling off the face of the earth. And yet, the Chiefs still couldn't start their comeback. The Titans are getting nothing. They had 6 net yards in the second half and overtime combined. And yet the Chiefs just could, like a lawnmower, just a couple pulls. They just could not get this comeback going until Mahomes took it into his own legs. And he scrambled for it. He had 63 yards rushing today, but the key was there's the big 3rd and 17 on that on the go ahead or game tying touchdown drive. He converted that 3rd and 17 with his legs, and he scores the touchdown on a scramble, and then he makes the 2-point conversion on a scramble to make it 17-17. So Mahomes does it with his legs. Remember that play in the AFC title game when he ran that one in against the Titans as they were on their way? Was that the one that they were on their way to lose to the Bucs, or was that the one they won to the 49ers? I don't know. Somebody look that up. I guess I could have looked it up. Good day for Mahomes. Statistically, maybe 446 passing yards, most of it to tight ends. Kelsey had 108. The other 2 backup tight ends combined for 82 yards, almost 200 yards of tight end. I don't know. 446 yards was pretty inflated. There was some garbage time at the end of the half, some garbage time at the regulation there, just to kind of cheap little 60 yards right there. And then there's also a missed field goal that he got them to that they eventually missed. So the day goes to the Mahomes, goes to the Chiefs. They did it. They beat this physical game. I think that's important for them. But the Titans defense deserves a lot of credit as well. They should have won this game, and they would have won this game if Ryan Tannehill was playing. If the Titans could conduct any type of offense passing the ball. And no, it wasn't because they didn't run the ball enough. Just the Titans are not the Chief killers, I guess. Not today. Mukilteo Football Show. The show is football everything. NFL history, legacy, ups and downs of a season. Follow us at MUK_football on Twitter or YouTube. Subscribe, share, review on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, wherever you get your podcasts. We have shows Sunday after Sunday Night Football, Monday after Monday Night Football, and Thursday after Thursday Night Football. And it's Sunday, so we're doing the Sunday Best Awards. And with me today, again, my brother Kirk.
How's everybody doing? This is Kirk Mukilteo in the house.
The Sunday Best Awards, mid-season Sunday Best Awards, which are tough.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like this time of year is really hard for me because I've been so good to not overreact.
I know.
You know, for the September and October. I'm not like the plebeians who overreact in September, October, but stuff doesn't make sense now just as much as before.
No, and it's hard to like get a grasp of how teams are doing because there's a lot of bye weeks and just kind of everybody kind of gets mixed up. Like a lot of teams have played 8 now, some have played 9. Some people have their bye weeks coming, some don't. So it's a confusing halftime. I
think the biggest mistake that I've made in the past is assuming linear progression.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the Bengals on Monday Night Football getting absolutely blown out by the Browns, and then they just throttle the Panthers today.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't mean that something happened in those 6 days. You got to take all of November as like one piece.
Yeah. There's always the overreaction to the thing that happened last week.
Yeah.
And it's going to happen again. Like everybody always thinks that. They make that mistake.
Yeah.
But, now it's starting to become a little more clear, though. The season's starting to shake itself out.
At a certain point, the standings are what the standings are.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
So let's get to, I got the Sunday Best Awards. I'm going to give them all out. We have Kirk here for commentary.
Oh, yeah.
And let's start with something that we thought we knew. We thought we knew that the Buffalo Bills were an unstoppable juggernaut. But I'm going to award the Clark Kent Award to Josh Allen. Because Superman did not arrive. He looked like Clark Kent out there today against the Jets.
Oh, yeah. He got kryptonite big time, baby.
The Jets, they lined their wristbands with kryptonite.
They locked all the telephone booths so he couldn't change in there,
That's the key. Why don't more teams just do that? You got to go with the game plan.
It's as simple.
You lock the telephone booths. Fundamentals.
Fundamentals of game planning and strategy. That should have been on Monday, introduced to the team.
You got to load that in. Credit to the Jets defense. They looked really good here. Sauce Gardner, of course, getting the big headlines, but that whole defense, I mean, just so much young talent on there.
They got a ton of pressure on them. I mean, that front, 4 is getting pressure. They're blitzing a lot. I like what Salah's doing with that group.
Whispers of the New York sack exchange back in the 80s, before we were born.
Oh, yeah.
But they had that great front four.
I like that nickname. Bring that back.
Oh, it's a good one, huh? The Jets also ran the ball well, which is something I did not predict with Breece Hall going down, with Elijah Vera Tucker going down. The Jets are now, 6-3?
6-3.
This is they got a shot at the playoffs, and honestly, with that defense, a shot to knock somebody off.
This was a statement win.
This was.
Absolutely, because they lost to New England last week.
Right.
And I thought, okay, here we go. Now the Jets will go back to what the Jets are supposed to be.
I thought that too.
And man, their performance today was just unheard. I mean, like I did not expect that at all. That was one of my for sure locked up games.
Yeah.
I'm like, the Bills are going to win this. The Jets are going back to 500. It's over.
The fact that the Jets' spirit didn't break after losing their 13th in a row to the Patriots and then coming back to beat the Bills. Josh Allen looked like rookie Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Those interceptions,
he threw some bad, really bad.
Yeah.
There was one to the sideline that was just awful.
Yeah.
It was straight to the defender.
Was that on the right sideline, like near the red zone?
He was rolling out. They were in the red zone.
Yeah.
And just a terrible decision. Just throw it away or just run for 4 yards like you always do.
Looked like rookie Allen out there.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's good for the Bills, though. They'll be fine. Not worried about them.
They'll be fine, but 2 losses in the division now. That could be a tiebreaker thing later on.
So the Bills need, first, do a sweep for kryptonite, and second, just bring your own phone booth.
I know.
Bring your own phone booth. How hard is this?
It's pretty simple. You want Superman, you don't want Clark Kent. It's as simple as that.
All right, next award. I'm proud of this one here, and I got a basketball coach with me here.
Hey-o.
The Boston Celtics Shaquille O'Neal versus the Houston Rockets Dikembe Mutombo award goes to the Rams and Buccaneers, because that's what it felt like.
2 washed up legends.
This game was horrible.
It was bad.
There were 7 3-and-outs in the first half. I don't know how many more tallied up. Stafford looked terrible. Brady looked terrible. It was just sickening to watch.
Nothing exciting about the whole game.
And these are the last 2 Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
The 2020 and the 2021 champions.
It was a close game at the end, and I left. I stopped watching.
Right.
It was that.
You found out when you got here.
Yeah, it was that bad of a game. I mean, like, it didn't matter to me who really won that game. I mean, but man, oh man, how boring was it? I mean,
it was
nobody
ugly.
could run the ball. Nobody could get anything really going on offense. For some reason, Tom Brady cannot score in the red zone, which baffles me.
It's interesting that the offense is so bad because this is year 3.
Yeah.
Like Byron Leftwich, Tom Brady have been together for 3 years now. Why has this just come up?
I don't know. I think it maybe, is it Gronk?
Maybe.
They don't have the tight end. I mean, you're starting to see him throw it more to these 2 unnamed tight ends.
Yeah.
I still don't know their names.
The unnamed, one of them's like O'Doul or something. O'Connor. Yeah. Oh, I got to remember. The guy who scored the touchdown. This is disrespect for not knowing his name, but
somebody's got to show up to play that position. I think that's a Tom Brady thing, and well, they've got time to figure it out because their division sucks. But what a boring game. Man, oh man.
I put the side award here, which is called the Brady Devil Juice, which is, are you kidding me? After all of this, Tom Brady is still in first place in the NFC South because the Falcons seal a game against the Chargers by recovering a fumble. And that guy rumbling down there fumbles it himself.
Nobody around him.
Nobody around him.
Oh, my God.
He just also, that award, which I gave the most unfortunate fumble while returning a fumble award goes to the Falcons.
Oh, that guy's never going to run with it again.
And then the Chargers make a game-winning field goal on you? That's the Brady magic because it counteracted the usual Chargers shank.
Exactly. That's how much Brady needed this win. And he got it.
Yeah. Just something on the Rams there, though. I feel so. The Rams, they don't look right. Stafford going short, going long.
Yep.
They just couldn't do anything against the Buccaneers defense, who I don't think has been playing great.
Not really, no.
Yeah, the Rams defense, I think, put in a good day, but the Bucs defense just kind of watched Stafford implode on himself. And then, so the Brady throws that 4th down incompletion. There's about 2 minutes left in the game. You get in your car and you start heading here.
Oh, yeah.
What happens in between there is Sean McVay just runs the ball 3 times for no reason, giving the ball back to Brady again.
Yeah.
You got to be aggressive for those game-sealing first downs.
Oh, yeah.
And he never is. McVay specifically never is.
And it's not like at any point this season you've been able to run the ball. Certainly not that game either. So, you have to put the ball in the air. You have to get the ball out of Tom Brady's hands, finish it out, get a couple first downs, and it's game over.
Yeah, God, and Brady's pumped. He's hugging Byron Leftwich. He's saying the F-bomb at the press conference.
Yeah.
This feels like this was the turn. It's about to go well.
Yep. I think pretty much I've got them at the NFC South for certain now that they pulled that game off.
Yeah. Brady goes over 100,000 yards passing.
Holy crap.
In his career. Now, this combines playoff and regular season, which usually I'm against that because for some reason we just randomly choose when to include the playoffs and when not to.
Yeah.
But when it reaches a 6-figure, 100,000 yards, 58 miles, 58.6 miles.
Damn.
We have watched Tom Brady throw for in our lifetime.
Man. So I'm still having to watch it.
Still
Man,
going.
I haven't even, I disliked this guy back in 2001.
Yeah.
I mean,
we were in on the early Colts-Patriots rivalry.
I'm a Peyton Manning fan, absolutely through and through. But watching 2 decades of Tom Brady do this is just driving me crazy. The Devil Juice Award is right. He's got it, man. He is the living, breathing devil.
Yeah. So the devil aside, this next award is the slow, sad realization that we're all on the path to the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns. Award goes to the Green Bay Packers.
That's a good award.
Because what started as a hypothesis that Packers were going to miss Devontae Adams then has slowly and surely seeped into us like we are watching a horror show out there for Green Bay as they lose to the Lions, who had lost 5 in a row going into the game, and they hand Green Bay their 5th loss in a row. Yep. This is horrifying for the Packers.
It's hard to believe that Green Bay was 3-1 at one point.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to believe it. This was the nail in the coffin. It's so hard for them to catch up now, just the way the division is. I mean, the Vikings are 7-1, so they're not going to win the division. Catching up to the wild cards isn't going to look easy either.
Yeah, Packers are 3-6, and they face the Cowboys next week, the Titans the week after that, and the Eagles the week after that.
Oh, man.
So it's not getting easier.
Assuming they can win 2 of those, they're still in trouble. That makes them 5-7.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're not coming back. This is it for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Is this
in Green Bay?
In Green Bay.
In Green Bay.
Interesting.
I think he'll go somewhere else try to pull a Brady. But
what will happen to Green Bay fans when they go into their first season in 3 decades without a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Jordan Love, baby.
Jordan Love, baby.
He's going to the Hall of Fame.
Do you think this is anything for the Lions? Is this enough to save Dan Campbell's job and all that stuff?
It seems like they're sticking with him this year no matter what.
Yeah.
It seems like they've got that. We're going to give him 3 years. Like they're going to give him the time. Because I don't know, there's something. There are things that I do like about the Lions, and their offense has been rolling. I mean, they got weapons. Their defense obviously sucked through the first half of the season, but they just got to get over the hump. And I think this coach kind of understands that that's the goal. Even if they have a 6-11 season, it's okay.
I hate that we have to do the math now for these 17-game records.
Right?
So you're saying Dan Campbell come back in 2023 then?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they stick it out for another year. But if it starts like it did this year, next year, he's gone halfway
in
through
October.
the season. Yeah.
I agree with you.
They won't put up with a start like this again.
I think they should. They should keep him. But I worry because it's Detroit. They're going to think, oh, we got a high pick. We'll get a new coach along with our new rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm worried about that.
Don't do it, Detroit.
But
you've done it before.
A big victory like this against Aaron Rodgers, where they make Aaron Rodgers look stupid out there.
It really did.
Like, Rodgers can't blame the receivers. If he comes out and blames the receivers after this one.
No.
I mean, there's one like straight to Aiden Hutchinson, right?
That one across the field in the red zone, that was a terrible pass.
And then another one like bonks off the helmet of a defensive end.
Yeah, just goes straight up in the air. Yeah.
Who is he mad at? If it's not himself, then I don't know what to tell you about Aaron Rodgers.
He has to be mad at himself.
Yeah. Hopefully he is.
Yeah.
But he hasn't been particularly accountable.
I wonder if he makes it through the rest of the year, honestly.
Yeah?
I don't know. It just seems like a guy that would quit on his team if they weren't making the playoffs.
I have to agree with you on that.
That's a bold prediction, but it could happen.
Maybe we get some doctors in here to drop some game plans. Anyway.
Let's get Joe Rogan in here. Maybe he's got something for him.
Next award. The What It Feels Like to Lose to Kirk Cousins award goes to the Washington fan base. So the Vikings are now 7-1. Washington fans have to be thinking to themselves, wait, how did we lose this game?
I know.
How did Kirk Cousins end up with 265 yards and 2 touchdowns? We lost?
Really? Because they did so well that game. But this is kind of karma for the way they won their last 2 games.
The Washington Commanders?
Yeah. I mean, they just got so lucky against the Colts. I think the Bears were before that. It was just like, dude, how are they pulling this off? But I think it was sweet justice. The Justice Award goes for Kirk Cousins here. It was I mean, it was so nice to see him beat his old team on that crappy field while they're having all their ownership problems and stuff. But
that was satisfying. He stuck out 2 franchise tags. He was just like, no, I'm playing the long game and I am out as soon as I can.
Oh yeah,
and I love that.
And came back and kicked their butts. I mean, well, maybe not.
He kicked their butts in his way, which is have 7 points in the fourth quarter
and come roaring on
and
back.
Just somehow pull it out, Justin Jefferson style. Really?
Oh yeah,
Justin Jefferson was awesome.
Dude, he is elite. God, man, he's so friggin' good.
It's a good receiver play out there. Tyreek Hill, A.J. Brown, Devonta Adams, Justin Jefferson. Man.
It is receiver time.
This
is where your receivers blow up because the defenses are starting to get tired. Those teams that haven't had bye weeks are showing.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Injuries in the secondary.
Yep. You're only as good as your weakest player on defense.
Right. That's exactly right. Get the matchups. Everyone besides the Cardinals understands. Go for the matchup. Get your best guy on their worst guy. All right, next award, the Michael Vick Award, goes to Justin Fields, who rushed for 176 yards this week, which is the most rushing yards by a quarterback in history.
In history? Holy smokes.
Except for Colin Kaepernick in the playoffs.
Okay.
Who, against the Green Bay, he had 181.
Yeah.
But for some reason, we don't count the playoffs sometimes.
I guess not. Yeah. It's its own postseason records.
It's the own thing. So really, most in regular season ever. He broke Michael Vick's record. Vick was 1-2. Now he's 2-3. So Justin Fields did it, and it's fun to see the Bears use him this way.
I like the way they're starting to use him. Eberflus is all in on making him a mobile quarterback. Let's get him to be a Michael Vick, a Lamar Jackson type. Play to his strengths.
The fans were right the whole time. We were yelling at Matt Nagy, who has probably turned his TV off and said, no, it is the fans who are wrong. Justin Fields, yes, he's tall. Yes, he's got a good arm, but he has elite athleticism. Why are you throwing it away?
Yeah. Run it. Scramble. Improvise.
Yeah.
Let him do that. You got nothing to lose at this point.
I'm not going to say he looked like Lamar Jackson because no one in my whole life has ever looked like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
But he looked like they were trying to do a Lamar Jackson impression out there.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah. I love it. Use that mobile quarterback with his mobility. I mean, use what you got.
Yeah. God, do you remember that Kaepernick game? 181 yards.
Man. Yeah.
That was
against Green Bay.
Yeah, they went into Green Bay and did that. That was insane. That was 2013, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's how they got to come to us. God, that game was crazy. And then those were like bootlegs with like no one is watching Kaepernick.
Oh, yeah.
And he is so much faster than all their players.
And that's when the read option was really like
Yeah.
a hard thing to guard. Like nobody really knew what they were doing to stop it. And he just broke loose in that game.
Yeah. So Fields was 5 yards short of that. So,
Man.
pretty crazy.
That's a great, man. Hats off to him, man. He's actually going to make it.
Yeah. I'm really happy because Justin Fields, to me, had a great college career. And I was like, why isn't he one of the top 3 quarterbacks? I just could not figure it out.
Yeah.
Look, because the Jets are idiots.
I guess that's what it is. Yeah.
And the Panthers and Broncos, boy, could they use Justin Fields.
Oh man, they would love to have Justin Fields in their seasons right now.
Yes. Right. The Belichick Chew Toy Award goes to Colts quarterback Sam Erlinger.
Oh, man.
You're a bone. Scott on Red Zone, they said that you're a bone to be chewed if you're a young quarterback going against Bill Belichick. They absolutely go to. And so the real reason I brought this award up is: are the Colts tanking? Are they tanking?
I think so now.
I think so too.
Yeah.
No team is like overtly tanked in history except the Colts.
Yeah.
They do it.
They do it, and I think they're on the way because they don't believe in Matt Ryan, who should have started today. Yeah, I mean, you don't send a rookie in to play Bill Belichick. The years have proven that you don't do that
Unless you want to lose.
Yeah, have Matt Ryan in there, take your lumps, but you still would have done better. The Colts are tanking, and I don't think this is anything on the Frank Wright's decision. I think this is a Jim Irsay coming from the top, playing his own hand here and not letting the staff do what they do. I'm worried about Frank Wright.
Yeah, me too.
So,
he's going to be the fall guy for this, even though it's not his call, because you're getting to it. Ownership is who's doing this. They did this in 2011.
Yep.
When they strung us along about whether Peyton would play, and then for some reason they just stuck with Scott Tolzien or whatever
The whole year.
and they didn't even try.
That's the thing. That's what they're going to do now.
Yeah.
They're like, let's just fall off and get a top 10 pick and try to get our quarterback.
And it's worked. That strategy has worked for the Colts because they got Andrew Luck.
Yeah. And it might work again. Who
Bryce
knows?
Young, CJ Stroud. There's a couple good quarterbacks in this year's draft.
This is the draft. Yeah.
All right, I got 2 more awards.
Ooh.
Best name to shout while scoring a touchdown. Miami special teamer Andrew Van Ginkel. Kevin Harlan on that one. First of all, shout out to Kevin Harlan and all these announcers who immediately know which guy on the punt block turn team is scoring the touchdown.
Like, how do they see that so quick?
Andrew Van Ginkel.
Hey, what a name.
What a name.
Van
and it came up
Ginkel.
on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Van Ginkel.
Man, meant to be a professional.
And then best group celebration of the year. I don't know if you saw this, but Harrison Smith, safety for the Vikings, did a bowling ball celebration. He threw the football, he rolled it like a bowling ball into what were 15 Vikings players. I paused it and counted them.
Dang.
They all fell, except for Jordan Hicks, who was wobbling and then fell.
Oh, I missed that.
The defense had this set up just in case they made some big play.
I love that. I bet that's part of their practice. They're just like, let's talk about how we're going to celebrate when we do this. Exactly. And they spend 30 minutes on it. It just seems so unnecessary, but also so important.
The coach is like, this is part of the collective bargaining agreement time for celebrations. So the only game that we really did not touch on is Seahawks in Arizona.
Oh, yeah. My apology award. I said Geno Smith was absolutely toast. Didn't believe him, and he has gone on a 3-game stretch of just I'm like, he's a legit quarterback.
He really is.
It's the way he responds to mistakes or when the game gets tight.
Yeah.
I think it started with the Chargers when Pete Carroll did his little stay-centered thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when he did it, not said it, but did the motion.
Just did the motion.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious, and it worked. And then against the Giants, it tied up 13-13, and he just goes 6 for 6 touchdown. Boom, let's blow this game back open. And today, the way he responded after his pick 6,
yeah,
I'm like, let's go Geno, man.
That's when he got going after that pick 6 on the screen.
It just pissed him off. He's just a baller. I'm like, why, how come he's so good now? It makes no sense to me, but
it really, I also didn't believe in Geno. Pete Carroll didn't believe in Geno. He had him competing with Drew Lock.
Yeah.
But there is something. This is his 4th year in this offense.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's been the backup that long. We've been signing him.
Yeah.
I just feel like he knew it this whole time.
Yeah. And this is his last chance. There's something about being on your last chance. Yeah. He's never going to be a starting quarterback again unless he proves he can do it this year. And he's taking full advantage of it the first half of this season.
You're exactly right. Your apology award is accepted.
Thank you.
I already apologized to Geno, just so you know. I'm not saying that I believed in him.
Yeah. And if Kenneth Walker stays healthy, he's Offensive Rookie of the Year already.
Yeah?
It's done. It's over. It's locked up.
Oh, Damon Pierce?
I don't think he can catch him.
And
Walker's getting the attention. He's playing for the Texans. So to me, if Walker sticks around and puts up mediocre stats the rest of the year, the award's his. I can't see anybody taking it from him.
There's no quarterback to take it.
No.
And Breece Hall's hurt.
There's not enough good. I haven't seen a receiver really blow up and take the national attention.
Unless Olave has a huge second half or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's Kenneth Walker's award.
Nice.
He's going to run away with it.
The Seahawks, just the rookies too. All these corners. So we got 3 rookie corners who are all good.
Yeah.
We got 2 rookie linemen who are playing well, Lucas and Cross.
Yeah.
This has John Snyder just every 10 years he has an amazing draft.
We thrive in the
2012, 2022. We thrive in the twos.
It's the twos, the rebuild. If we're a rebuilding team, we're going to be good.
We are.
But in 3 years, when everybody thinks we're good, awful. Yeah, we're going to suck.
we trade for some Jimmy Graham equivalent.
Oh,
it'll probably be Mark Andrews or something, and we won't be good anymore.
Yep, yeah. And that'll be it. We're only a rebuild team.
But I think there's something to that too. That Pete's message resonates with a young team.
Yeah,
USC. That's where he had his biggest success.
Yeah, I think he likes having people buy in, and he's not having to compete with Russell's own agenda of how to be optimistic and positive and play as a team. It's just Pete Carroll's team now.
I love it.
So yeah, there's one mouth to listen to,
and we didn't have to listen to Russell Wilson this week at all, which was nice.
Yeah.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Thank goodness. Yeah, man.
Have you seen Justin Tucker on the plane saying, how's Lamar reacting? They asked Justin Tucker. He's on the plane. He goes, oh, he's back there doing high knees. Ravens flock. Let's fly. I just love that.
Oh, yeah. It's a smart-ass kicker.
Russell Wilson just...
he would take the week off from Russell.
Oh, take the week off. Yeah, take the week off.
Until he's going to start winning some games, too, which is annoying as crap. But.
Yeah. The Chargers, Broncos, both disappointing. Though the Chargers won, but all right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a hot seat award.
Hot seat award.
Josh McDaniels.
Oh, yeah.
Going down. Raiders. He once again got shut out in a half. They were up 20-7 in the first half. Got completely shut out by the 2-6 Jaguars. That's unacceptable coming off a week where you got shut out by the Saints. They play good football. They're 4-4 right now.
Yeah.
But they played against 2 crappy teams. Just win the games you need to. You're 4-4. But yeah, I don't see him making it through the season.
I tend to agree with you because
he can get fired.
Even that pie in the sky 4-4 that you're talking about includes the blown lead to the Cardinals 20-0.
Yeah.
So even that
that loss to the Chiefs was bad too.
Yeah.
So he's gone in December. Raiders, they're not afraid to fire a coach.
When things, and I totally agree with you, when things don't make sense, why is this team so bad? You got to start pointing the coach, and you got to look at the coach who also already has a failed AFC West experience.
Why did they not keep their interim coach from last year?
Bisaccia.
Who led them to the playoffs.
I know.
What a smart decision that would have been.
And Bisaccia should be. He's now the special teams coach in Green Bay, though. So how's that going?
Okay, never mind. Don't hire him either.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me, Kirk. We will be back tomorrow for some winners and losers. And week 9's getting going, and real football is happening.
Hell yeah.